Multi-million-dollar tax fraud scheme carried out by a prominent San Diego laity, Rabbi Israel Goldstein of the Chabad of Poway. These are images from our reporting partners at the San Diego Union-Tribune of Rabbi Goldstein going to court for his guilty plea. Authorities say Goldstein, who was wounded in the deadly shooting at the synagogue in 2019 and met with President Trump at the White House after, was already under investigation for these crimes years before that shooting. Authorities today announced Rabbi Goldstein's guilty plea, saying he used his power for his own financial gain.
Rabbi Israel Goldstein, on the other hand, abused his position of trust and leadership at a religious organization that has served the community of Poway for years.
Fox 5 Jamie Chambers is live with the rabbi's elaborate scheme that dates back to the 80s. Jamie.
It's pretty extraordinary. Rabbi Goldstein is known by face here in Poway, known by voice across the world after the shooting at the Chabad here in Poway. So these latest allegations and these guilty pleas coming down have completely rocked this community. Rabbi Israel Goldstein pled guilty to a complex system to shield donors of his synagogue from paying taxes and getting a kickback in the process, utilizing his tax-exempt status through the Chabad of Poway. Prosecutors pinned the misuse of $6.2 million on the scheme involving the rabbi, netting himself $620,000 in the process. The rabbi then turned on his co-defendants and went undercover for the government, assisting prosecutors, gathering guilty pleas from several other co-conspirators.
His cooperation led to this week's 5 guilty pleas.
Rabbi Goldstein became a powerful symbol of peace after suffering from a severe hand wound while confronting a gunman in his synagogue in April of 2019. Now the rabbi has started paying back some of the money for his crimes.
He has already forfeited $1 million, and he's agreed to pay restitution in the amount of $2.5 million.
Federal prosecutors are arguing that Rabbi Goldstein should see a lenient sentence after being wounded in the shooting at the Chabad in Poway and his leadership in the community.
His role after the 2019 terrorist attack was exemplary. He became a significant advocate for peace and the elimination of violence based on religious hatred.
And federal prosecutors are asking the judge to sentence the rabbi to simply probation. The other co-conspirators in this process could face as much as decades behind bars if guilty and sentenced to their maximum sentences. That's very latest from Poway. Jamie Chambers, Fox 5 News.
Jamie, thank you. Authorities say Rabbi Goldstein did not act alone. In fact, in one case, used gold coins to commit fraud. Investigators say a donor who's also being charged gave $1 million to the Chabad of Poway, to which Goldstein converted to gold coins. Officials say when Goldstein knew he was being investigated, he returned the coins to the donor to try to cover up any fraud, but that he kept $160,000 for himself. And prosecutors are recommending that Goldstein serve no time for the crimes because of his cooperation with investigators and because of his actions as a spokesperson against hate and violence since the Poway synagogue shooting.
What Rabbi Goldstein went through in April of 2009 could only be described as a nightmare. And he has had to live with the consequences of that. He was violently targeted because of one of the most inherent aspects of his humanity and his faith in God. And he bears the burden of also leading a group of other people who were targeted for that same reason. And in the aftermath of the shooting, the rabbi's work spreading tolerance and love helped to heal his congregation, it helped to inspire our city, and it reached the entire world.
Now, despite the recommendation from prosecutors, Goldstein's punishment will be decided by a judge. Meantime, the Poway synagogue shooting suspect has been charged with murder and hate crime.